It is a rainy Thursday afternoon after school. Just turned the yearbook materials into Tyler Printing. Alex and I will be watching the NFL draft in this house live tonight over at Casey's Pizza. I am hoping the Dolphins choose a linebacker. We need that position helped out the most. Offensive line has already been upgraded. We need a linebacker who's going to come and play smash mouth and help the Miami Dolphins win games.
Get ready.
Who has our baby?
For a night you'll never forget.
We got a baby. Doper, Chris Carter, Tom Jackson, the Commander-in-Chief, Bill Polian is here. Todd McShay will join us, and Ron Jaworski will join us as well in just a little bit. But let's talk about the draft and what we expect. Bill, let's start with you.
As a player, 49 consecutive starts at Tennessee, which is a school record, and doing that in the SEC, like we're talking about,
Prediction.
having that pedigree, but also the fact that he's a smart kid, and I think that from a physical standpoint, he can get it done, and also from a little bit different than Big Troy on that one. You satisfied with that?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I can follow that.
But you know where he's from. He's playing in the best conference.
Hello? Yeah.
New York, just like I pictured it. Twilight time.
When do you think, Alex Cantine, that you should come?
Won't sleep for the next few days because of Radio City Music Hall.
It's 21st pick in the 2014 NFL Draft. The Houston Texans select Jadeveon Clowney, defensive end, South Carolina.
So when all was said and done, to Ray's point, defense wins championships, as did the Seahawks. And Houston went that direction. Like we said, you know, this is the first time since what, 96, 97, that we have not had a quarterback picked first overall in consecutive years.
Again, the pick is in for the St. Louis Rams, so again, we'll get to you there in a second. But all the projections seemingly have them taking it.
With the second pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the St. Louis Rams select Greg Robinson, tackle, Auburn. With the third pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles, quarterback, Central Florida. With the fifth pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Khalil Mack, linebacker, Buffalo.
That's the pick of the Raiders. Here's our pizza pick. Italian sausage, Casey's, yum. Alex, what happens tonight?
Dolphins are going to trade down 27 pick with their Saints, and then they're going to get Morgan Moses from Virginia Tech.
Big offensive lineman for Alex Cantine.
First of all, I like what Tampa Bay has done in the offseason, and they're in a great position.
He likes everything that's been done by every team.
Big-time wide receiver, put him on one side with Vincent Jackson on the other. Let's go to work. They're also looking at Aaron Donald.
I'm saying the Bucks pick him, but if they don't, let him be a Viking.
Gerald McCoy and Aaron.
Please.
Seventh pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans.
Ooh, Alex makes the call. Johnny should be a Viking.
They go up against the Cincinnati
Brownies trade up with the Vikes.
Steeler defense.
Johnny goes to Cleveland. For sure.
You just said it. You need to get somebody who can move the ball and get outside of the pocket. You don't need a pure pocket.
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 8th pick to the Cleveland Browns. With the 8th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Justin Gilbert, defensive back, Oklahoma State.
Wow. Wow, Alex Cantine. What? The Vikings get a 5th round pick for moving one. Wow. Everybody's quiet.
So much for our
everyone's conjecture, corner, not quarter.
With the 9th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Anthony Barr, linebacker, UCLA.
Well, that's what I thought. Edge rusher, almost 6'5", 255. He's only been a defensive end for 2 years. Was a converted running back.
With the 15th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Ryan Shazier, linebacker, Ohio State.
The quarterback of the National Football League's Dallas Cowboys.
Pick 16, Dallas Cowboys.
So you help Tony Romo, or you have to draft his heir apparent. That's what it boils down to. He's coming off back surgery. You got safeties on the board. You got Zach Martin on the board. Or do you draft Johnny Manziel, as they say, the heir apparent to Tony Romo? It happens to Romo. What happens to the Dallas Cowboys? They're going to regret not taking this opportunity. They didn't think Manziel would be here. Yeah. This is probably one of the toughest decisions Jerry Jones has had to make in the last 7 or 8 years. Coach, you been talking about Manziel.
Denard from Michigan State is Alex's guess.
Pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Zach Martin,
Darn it.
guard, Notre Dame.
Oh.
The most improved aspect of the Cowboys last year was their offensive line.
With the
Not
17th
C.J.
pick
Mosley.
in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select C.J. Mosley.
Dolphins need to trade down.
Alabama.
Dang it.
An inside linebacker that tackles for the Ravens.
It was looking so good.
Physically, he can take you out of the game and intimidate you as a big hitter in the middle of the field. He's also got good lateral range than I do backing coverage or as a pure coverage safety, but that's a great one-handed interception right there against Bortles. I like the pick a lot, though.
Last 2 years, 5 interceptions and 7 forced fumbles. He is an enforcer all the way. 640 with
The feeling here at 909 South Main is to
best football players I ever coached.
trade down, pick up
I'll
picks.
tell you, he will hit you.
Agree?
Yep. Buddy Ryan. Love guys like Gary.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, as if you didn't already know, the first round's going to
Select in 3 minutes and change. We are obviously keeping an eye on that man in the draft room. We're back with the Dolphins pick in a matter of moments.
Westenard, a real hitter on that Calvin Fire safety. The next toughest defensive back, Dark Westenard.
Who said that?
Clinton Dix, Alabama.
That locker room. They're 8-6 and then lost to Buffalo and the Jets to blow the playoff spot at the end of the year. They had the biggest free agency, we all thought. They won March, but when it came to the end of the year, they didn't get in. Doesn't make them a bad team. They were 500. Year 3 for Ryan Tannehill, Coach.
Year 3, and they also have a new offensive coordinator. Bill Lazor comes over from Philadelphia. So change needs to help. A scheme needs to suit this kid. But their offensive line has struggled. Forget about this bounty thing. Both those players are gone. Tyson Clabo struggled at right tackle. They need help on the offensive line. They went out and signed Brandon Albert from Kansas City to be their left tackle, but there's just not a lot of linemen left in terms of tackles. Might they go guard? Suafila at UCLA might be a thought. They need to upgrade this offensive line. They really struggled last year.
I thought what they might do is move up to get Zach Martin. Figure we get a versatile guy like Martin, play right tackle or guard, move up from 19. They remain at 19. Be a reach a little bit for Morgan Moses, Virginia, Jawan James, Tennessee. Could use some defensive back help as well. But you got to help out Tannehill. Remember those last 2 games, Buffalo and the Jets, and what happened? How they went awry. They had a chance to win those 2 games, but in the playoffs didn't happen. Tannehill, again, your young, maybe franchise quarterback. You got to help him out as well.
I mean, right now they have Dallas Thomas as their starting right guard.
Ouch.
You have to address that issue if you're the Miami Dolphins right now. If you watched them last year, they had no consistency in that part of their game, and that's what I think they need to do.
58 sacks, Tannehill last year.
That's a lot.
That would be a lot, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But, to your point, theoretically, those four linemen right ahead of... Is there a big drop between Martin 4 and the next ones?
Yes, there is.
So that's the debate that they've had.
This is it, baby.
At the end of September. But right now, they're playing...
Need a future Hall of Famer, right?
With
Here.
the 19th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jawan James, tackle, Tennessee.
Well, to your point, Mel...
They predicted him on the Dolphin Network. He's our guy, Jawan James.
They obviously need.
Well, they forced the need, and they took a guy who's a good football player. Antonio Richardson, the left tackle of Tennessee, got all the accolades. Jawan James was the better player. And you think about what he did at right tackle. Started all 49 games of his college career at right tackle. Most by any offensive lineman in school history. And he has the feet to be a left tackle. So you can move him around. Obviously, Miami with Brandon Albert, he's going to play that right tackle spot. But I was impressed with the way he played all year. His consistency game to game was excellent.
Jeez.
6'6",
Bulldozer.
11 pounds. Plays, I think when you watch him, hey, 22 reps, he's got to get stronger. He plays stronger.
Cyrus Quanjo is the last one in that group still available. I believe it's Johnny Manziel.
9:41. Here's Johnny.
Right here. Boy, the dog pound will be celebrating if it's Johnny Manziel. Can you imagine this? Here we go.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 22nd pick to the Cleveland Browns. With the 22nd pick of the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Johnny Manziel, quarterback, Texas A&M.
And there you have it. Johnny football is coming to the state of Ohio after all. It was a long wait tonight for Johnny Manziel, but he's going to the AFC North. And will open up his professional football playing season if he does get the starting job against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore.
Nope.